Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Mission Moonshot video. If you guys remember last time, we tried to do the Gemini lunar flyby once again, but ended up failing because of hydrogen boil-off. Yeah, it took us so long to rendezvous with the Centaur that once we finally did rendezvous, all the hydrogen was gone, and yeah, I'm done doing that mission. We got crew training up for Apollo, so we'll just do the lunar flyby with Apollo 8 style, and that should have a lot less headache associated with it. But anyways, if you guys remember the end of last time, we attempted to launch a mission to Venus that went, well, about as well as you can expect. So this time, we got another mission to Venus, but this time it is upgraded, and yeah, we're lucky to still be within the Venus window. Yeah, you can't really see it in there, but instead of the solid braking motor, it's a liquid-fueled braking motor, and it's lighter than the solid one was. Yeah, I don't know why we ever decided to use solid propellant. Maybe because I thought it would be cheaper and lighter. Nah, liquid fuel's this is better. Just use the liquid fuel. It's fine. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna go and get this off the pad and into space and on its way to Venus. So here goes absolutely nothing. Here we go. Away it goes. Now, I actually only got 2 missions planned for today because I was running relatively short on time, but the next mission after this should hopefully, well, make up for it. It's not your typical mission. It's, quite the big one, and I was actually surprised I managed to get it to work. I know, very surprising. Usually with my experimental missions, they always end up not working. Gemini lunar flyby. Trust me, I do want to try and redeem myself again. Probably next playthrough of RP1. I definitely want to try and redeem myself with the Gemini lunar flyby. But yeah, at least we're heading to Venus, and we'll get there within 144 days, which means we got 82 days for the Mars orbiter, 88 days for that, and then 144 days. It'll be before our Earth to Ceres window. But yeah, I was honestly quite impressed by how quickly we could get this Atlas Centaur built. It only took 30 days, a month, to build this whole rocket. And we're launching it off into space, never to be seen again. Oh well, at least we'll get lots of good science from Venus, so it was worth it. Just got a skirt dropped on your head. Anyway, there you go. There's the payload. As you can see, we got warning decals, because this thing's full of monomethyl hydrazine. Tasty monomethyl hydrazine. And yeah, that made it a lot lighter. A whole lot lighter. Did I mess up? Might have messed up. I didn't realize those were... Yeah, I did monomethyl hydrazine. And then I did Aerozine 50 RCS. Are these Aerozine 50? No, those are monomethyl hydrazine as well. Well, at least those RCS quads will work. Huh, I don't know how I messed that up. I accidentally just picked the wrong fuel type. It's supposed to be monomethyl hydrazine. These are Aerozine 50. Whoops. These top quads will work. That's enough to turn the spacecraft. We don't really need the bottom ones. I just added them so turning wouldn't take so long. But, yeah. Of course, you make them the wrong type. Yay me. Alright, there we go. Goodbye, Atlas. See you later. Or more like goodbye forever, as you crash into the ocean with all the other Atlases that are down there. There's got to be at least 100 of them down there at this point, if they don't, you know, explode on impact with the ocean. But I mean, that would hurt the trout population. I mean, at least the engine's the correct configuration. Would be really bad if this was Aerozine, and I just didn't realize it. What's that? Oh. One of our Gemini lunar missions. And there we go. Orbit achieved. Alright, let's go ahead and see what Principia can do for us. Getting us on a trajectory out towards Venus. For about, the thing is saying our ejection delta V is going to be 3889. So, 4, 8, 3, 8, 8. Okay. So now we just set that to, yeah, 144 days is going to be our coast. And we'll see that's a trajectory out towards Mars. What we actually want is a trajectory towards Venus. So we will change the time of the burn. Increase the steps associated. And get our encounter right. There we go. So that's our trajectory towards Venus. Now we can go to VCI and see how close we're getting to Venus. That is a pretty good Venus periapsis. But can we get it closer? Oh, you can actually see Venus when you look at the Venus periapsis. We're just edited shifts changing our trajectory by a couple of seconds. And that's all it takes to totally fudge up this orbit. Probably actually do a bit of, yeah, how much normal can we get away with? 100? Are you able to get away with 100 normal? Ooh. That's too much. Careful. Probably mid-course correction be best. So we'll go with that. That will be our burn. That looks pretty gosh darn good, and mid-course correction is always possible later on, especially now that we have big engine. Big engine to do big ol' burn with. Our hydrogen's slowly boiling off. We're at 3907. I plan to burn with 3900, so hopefully we have enough. We should do. It's... The Delta V's a wiggling. Okay, 10 seconds for the burn. There we go. There's the sunrise. And there's ignition. Burn, rocket, burn, rocket, burn, rocket, burn. Burn, rocket, burn, rocket, burn, rocket, burn. There's the sun. There's Mercury. You know, it's funny, because I think this speck is supposed to be Mercury as well, like in the solar flare, like the lens flare of the sun. Like, there's actual Mercury, but then there's like a fake Mercury, I think, is what it's supposed to be. Like, yeah. I think that's Mercury modeled in the solar flare. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, it looks like a Mercury dot. Like, that's a Mercury dot in the sun, in the lens flare of the sun. Yeah, see, look, if I go to this point of view, the fake Mercury dot lines right up with real Mercury. There's Uranus. Almost out of juice. And then the spacecraft is on its own. With 5,151 meters per second of delta V. Should be enough. It should be enough. Wow, that is pretty much spot on there for a look, I guess it deviates a little bit here. Let's see. Let's rebase it. Not bad for the first go. Alright, not bad. Let's go ahead and, we've still got a bit of Delta V left in the Centaur, so we'll go ahead and use that to get ourselves aimed towards the sun and all that. Advanced sun. I'm going to just use the Centaur's RCS to save our fuel. Not like it really matters, but, I mean, it's got infinite fuel. We have limited fuel. Well, I say that. You guys know what I mean. We're getting rid of this fuel. So... might as well use it while we have it. Alright, there we go. Spin it up, and bye. Bye. Bye, bye. Oh, no, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Whew. Close. Yeah, so there's Venus. That's where we're heading. We're looking right at the sun. And, yeah, let's go ahead and create a mid-course. Yeah, we have so much Delta V. This is fine. This is fine. There we go. Look at that. Because we want to be careful, because Venus atmosphere height is at 145. So we could go a little bit lower, but we wouldn't want to go too much lower. Yeah, like, right about there would kind of be the limit, I think. Alright, that's our mid-course maneuver in 82 days. Right in between the two encounters. Oh yeah, and now we're broke because the flyby mission Yeah, the crude lunar flyby. I gotta reaccept it. Oh yeah, we can definitely do it if we reaccept it. Why can't I reaccept it? Is it because we have crude lunar orbit? But I want my money back. I mean, we are about to get, like, Mars orbit and Venus landing. We are about to get those contracts, get our money back. But I want to do some stuff now. We also got that in the work. I gotta get that working. We're doing that. We're doing that. That's on the way. This is happening too. We could say we're doing space station, but I really am not doing space station. I want to reaccept crude lunar flyby. Give me this back. I want it back. Significant Tron tracks. We have 17. Max is 15. We can't have. We're not allowed to have this many flybys happening at once. So Vesta flyby is gonna. I mean, I guess I can get rid of Ceres flyby. That's not happening for a little bit, at least. Yeah. Okay. Get rid of Ceres flyby. That just went down to max 14. We're definitely doing Deimos. I could decline Jupiter, because that's not happening for at least a little bit. Okay, and then I can do one more. Mars atmospheric probe's happening. Mars orbit's happening. Phobos is happening. Venus is happening. Vesta is happening. Crude lunar orbit is eventually happening, but that doesn't matter because that's a 3-star. Orbital flight with at least 3 crew. That's not happening for a while. Farside lunar landing. I want to work on that after this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So now we can accept crude lunar flyby, right? No, we need one more. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Shouldn't accept geostationary weather. Okay. There we go. Okay, crude lunar flyby. Definitely doing that eventually. And then I can't do any of these single ones, but I can do these single stars. Tundra commercial communications. Molnia yeah, sure. Tundra and Molnia commercial comms. Can I accept both of those? Alright, I think... Oh, that didn't do a whole lot, did it? Oh, we're 978,000 down. I need to accept 3 stars. I need to accept first space station. Yeah, I can't accept any of these 2 stars. I have to accept the single stars. Jet aircraft. Aeroplanes. Oh, I don't think I can accept... I don't think Molnia accepted. Yeah, we have Tundra. We have a bunch of 2 stars. Okay. Alright. Yeah, sure. I think I have to accept that one. Literally nothing. I literally can't accept anything else. It's all 2-star, and we're maxed out on 2-star contracts. I have to accept this if I want to have money. Maybe it could be... I don't know. I just don't really want to do Space Station, because Space Station wasn't... People really didn't have space stations until after Apollo, and we don't plan to do after Apollo, but maybe we could do something small or something. I don't know. But yeah, I just need the money so we can roll out our rocket. I'm probably... As soon as we roll this out, I might cancel that contract. Just because we have all this stuff coming through, and then we can accept more contracts once these all get completed. Because we'll complete the Mars stuff, we'll complete the Venus stuff, we'll complete the Vesta stuff, we'll reaccept Ceres, we'll reaccept Jupiter, and then I can probably get rid of Space Station. Because, yeah, I have no intention to do space stations, but I don't know. Do you guys want to see space stations? If you do, let me know. Let's go and roll out the Geo Relay. And yes, you heard me right. Geo Relay. Yeah, this is a fully fledged, single-launch, geostationary relay. There's a lot of satellites in here. So yeah, I was surprised that the Titan Centaur actually had the beans to do this, but it does. It has the beans. So yeah, we're doing a single-launch relay. This is like, I don't know, feels unrealistic, but I don't know. Starlink goes up in multiple batches during launches, although that's kind of a very different relay, and one Starlink launch isn't the entire network, so yeah, I don't really know how realistic this is. I know in KSP it's done all the time, but yeah, we have the Delta V to do it here, so why not? Let's do it. Trust me, this is perfectly normal. I've tested it several times, and this is what it does. This is what it does. I think it's because the thrust-weight ratio of this just single RL10 is just very, very sad. Oh my gosh, it looks like a smiley face. It looks like a happy little guy back there. But yeah, it's just, yeah, it's working on it. It's working on it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll drop it to 200. Let it try and just see what it does now. Okay, now it's gonna pitch down a little bit, it looks like. Watch it, like, pitch down. Yeah, it's gonna pitch down to try and meet that. Oh gosh, what's it doing? What's it doing? No, you can go to 300. That's perfectly fine. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, periaps is 200. There we go. Okay, I think now that it's not worried about getting the periaps up there, it'll be fine. I mean, I tested this. It has more than enough delta V, so it'll be fine. But yeah, it's just the thrust. It's slow, and it takes a while.
6 hours later.
So, but anyway, there we go. That's an orbit. I will take that orbit, if you will so kindly give it to me. Okay, there we go. I got 300 by whatever thing. Yeah, 5091, that's perfect. That's plenty to get up to. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty of juice. Alright, let me check the contract. I just want to make sure we're going to be doing it okay. Yeah, vessel not 15, yeah. Yeah, it just needs to be a period between 2054 and 2358. And an inclination below 1 and interest. Okay, very simple. Very simple orbits. And, yeah. Yeah, okay. I know I would usually try and do the other descending nodes so it would be above America. But, we want this kind of to be above the entire world, so. Okay, 6 hour testing. Okay, so there we go. Get that orbit out to there. 2030, yeah, so 38, 30, I think it's like 35 something is like kind of GSO height. Alright, let me check. Geostationary orbit height. 30, yeah, so right about here. 35, 7, yeah. Okay, so that's what we want. That's our orbit. And yeah, the game's just saying we have enough delta V, so I trust it. And to get us to where we need to go. Oh, enable cross feed. There we go. There we go. Now those are working. Oh yeah, those are great. Oh, I like those. Those are chunky. Those are chunky RCS. Yeah, they just weren't working because crossfeed wasn't on. Which that would do it. Okay, it's auto-warping. It's probably going to correct the trajectory again. Yep, there it goes. And there it goes. Alright, off it goes.
6 hours later.
It looks like we're halfway, but we're actually quite a ways over halfway, because once you get past a certain point, the apoapsis just kind of goes... And we're kind of approaching that point. You can see how quickly it's rising.
1 day later.
There it goes. With barely any fuel to spare. So I think what I can do now... I haven't really messed around with this too much, but I think if I take this and... decouple... Oh. Okay, that satellite's free. Yeah, I think I'll just go through here and... I think I need to decouple all these separators. You're free. Oh. You're free. And, I'm pretty sure I removed all the force percent on these. Come on. Let me have this one. Give me this one. Rah, give me this one. Give it to me. What in the world? How will that one go? Come on, give. Let me detach you. Fine. Fine. How they rotated like 90 degrees? Oh, it's because it's behind... No, it's not behind there. What? Give... There we go. A couple. Ooh. Okay, we lost two... Okay. Okay, there they go. There they go. Oh, did that one lose all its solar panels? That one still has solar panels. That one's kind of lost them all. Okay, I removed the force percent on the thing, so I thought they'd be okay. That has two... Okay, two solar panels? You have one. Well, it looks like I'm going to try this mission again, maybe with a different design. Because, yeah, it works, but yeah, all these satellites are... We only have, like, one functional one. These don't have solar panels. And, yeah. So I might try this again next time, but you guys get the idea. I'm pretty much literally out of time.
1 week later.
Alrighty, so it's been a little bit of time. I did have to step away for a little bit because I ran out of time to record, but we're back here now. Yeah, that's why there was no Mission Moonshot video last week, but we're making up for it by uploading one this week. I'm just going through all our satellites here, and I think there is something we can do with them. We have a contract here for a... No, that's not a contract. A Tundra commercial communications satellite. So it has the ComSat. We just need to get into the Tundra orbit, which is an inclination of 63 degrees, which shouldn't be that hard to do out this far past Earth. Ideally, we would have wanted to launch into an inclination that big, but we have the Delta V. We have 1611. I'm sure that's plenty enough to do that. And I think I want to do it with this one that's got the one panel, because I'm pretty sure this gets turned over to a customer. And yeah, I doubt the one panel satellite has infinite range. I just want to actually, let me just see. Cannot deploy while stowed. Oh. Can we not do actually anything with these solar panels? Does it still consider them stowed because I used cargo bays? Because these are like cargo bay pieces, I think. Yeah, they're cargo bay parts. So it considers all these satellites as stowed. Oh. Oh, okay. So that's even a bigger problem. Okay, so I designed a different version of the mission that doesn't use these cargo bay pieces because they seem to be a problem. And I tested it. It works. But yeah, we can't deploy the solar panels because it considers them stowed. That's a bit unfortunate. I don't think these cargo bays can be opened or anything. No. Yeah, they're just bad parts. Yeah, I designed a way better launch vehicle, but at least we can use you, I think. Let's aim you normal, right? Right, like you have RCS that you can use, I'm pretty sure. Aerozine 50, Aerozine 50. What's wrong with you? You have a signal, you have things. Okay, so more is wrong with these satellites than I originally thought. They're just completely dead, complete dead weights of satellites. Did any of the other ones work? Or are they all dead weights? Do you do anything useful? You do nothing useful either. Even though you have a signal, you have a connection, you just... Nothing works. Okay. Okay, that separated that. So I've separated the cargo bays. Okay. I have control over one satellite. I have control over you. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can get the rest of these to do that. RCS enable. Okay, no, you're dead. Okay, you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. What about you? Okay, I can't get you to do anything either. So it's only that one satellite I was able to actually get to do anything. Yeah, I'm only able to get this satellite to do anything. Okay. Weird. Can I deploy your solar panels? Okay, I can. You will have to deal with asymmetric thrust, though, but it doesn't seem like it's too bad. Hold on. That's not really doing much, is it? Let's... I think you can probably... Do you have perpetual electric charge? You might be fine with just 3 panels. Let's do... So as we can actually get you to do stuff. Sun down, because we've drastically overshot our first apoapsis pass. So I want to warp back to apoapsis because that's more efficient to do this anti-normal burn. It's going to be there. So we'll do that. And I might go ahead and create a flight plan for you. That's a pretty inclined orbit there. We're going to want probably a bit of prograde, because that's... Is that perigee too low? That's a good enough perigee. Okay. We can do a little bit of prograde, though. Maybe, like, the rest of it is prograde. Yeah, there we go. There's our orbit there. It'll be a decent relay, I think. It's not going to be ours, though. It's going to be a customer's. Let's warp to there. I think we're charging up the batteries. If not, or at least not... Yeah, we're perpetual. Okay. We're perpetual. So we are charging with 3 panels. So this is a somewhat functional satellite, then, that we can give to a customer. That's a first. Yeah, and we'll see what's up with the other ones, see if we can use those for anything else. It would be nice to also turn them into Tundra orbit satellites, even just for our own use. Even though it's not great, it's still something that we can bounce a signal off of. Our inclination is 48. We need at least an inclination of 63.4. Or they might want... Do they want that specific orbit? They might want that specific one. But if that's the case, there's no way we're doing that. We need to... that needs to be redone at launch. It's looking like it wants... Because it wants a certain... Does it want a certain argument? It looks like it wants a certain argument of periapsis, which means we need to launch at a specific time. So they don't just want any old Tundra orbit. They want a specific one. But hey, at least this is good for us, I think. Yeah, we'll have to do that. It's with another satellite. But at least this works as like a relay for us. Yeah, they're not taking it. Okay. Never mind then. With what I said, this should do good work for us, I feel like. And I think if we check its plotting frame, it actually probably looks pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. If we switch to Earth, centered Earth fix for a frame involving the Earth's surface, we get like this weird butterfly orbit. And then if we do GSE, which is geocentric solar ecliptic, that's pretty much the same. And if we do, yeah. So yeah, pretty much ECEF is where we get the cool infinity butterfly orbit. Look at that. So that's basically the path it would take if you count the Earth's rotation into it. For operations involving the surface of Earth. So from the surface, if you were to look at the satellite, this is what it would do. If you were watching it from the ground, this is what it would appear to do. I mean, from the ground, this would be a more typical perspective, so it would kind of swoosh across the sky like that. And then it would swoosh across. It just looks neat. This is one of the best parts of Principia, seeing these funny-looking orbits. Oh, there we go. Okay. We might have a fully functional satellite here. We have this satellite here, an actual fully functional one. Okay, this one's still considered in a target in a cargo bay, apparently. We tried turning it off and on again. We tried turning it off and on again. Okay, and I think this single panel one is definitely just, even if we could get the panel extended, I don't think it's going to do anything. So, it looks like we just have one. Alright, so, because I just don't really have an idea for this one, I'm putting it into this orbit, so we end up getting like a plus shape with the other satellite. I don't know, I figured it looked kind of neat. I don't know, just something. Having some fun with it. Look at that. Now we have double butterfly orbits. That's really confusing and might make your head hurt a little bit. Alright, well there we go. There's our dueling butterfly orbits, I guess. There we go. Look at those beautiful, beautiful orbits. Oh, there, and that's a bit easier to understand. I feel like there's less... Oh, if I reduce the steps, there we go. Now you can kind of see like half an orbit. Yeah, you can see how they make the plus sizes on each side. And then you can see their closest approaches line up right around here, and their furthest approaches line up right around here, and then they just do whatever they want when they get down to the Earth. Mainly because their periapses are different heights. If the periapses were actually the same heights, they would do the same thing as they approached Earth. But because they're at different heights, This one kind of does a whoosh, and this one kind of does a fshui, you know. That's the technical term. Anyways, I do have the version 2 under construction, but that is going to occur well past our Mars windows and stuff. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. Next time, we'll arrive at Mars, and we'll do a mid-course maneuver for Venus, and then we'll also arrive at Vesta, and then we'll launch that. And then do whatever else. Probably some other of these satellite missions. We have this Tundra satellite, so we'll definitely do that. And then, yeah, I really don't care about anything else other than that. I really don't know if I want to do Space Station. We could build a very small, very simple space station. Let me know what you guys think. If you want us to build a space station, put in the comments, yes, space station. Or something along the lines of that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe for new videos, have a great rest of your day, and next time, yeah, Mars and Vesta. See you guys then. Goodbye for now.